Hello, fashion enthusiasts, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we're going to be learning how to read a Natalie Bray's table. This is a very important topic before we dive into more tutorials on pattern making and sewing tutorials. Let's get started, guys. So, what we are seeing right now on the screen is our Natalie Bray's table. This table can be found on page 16 of a textbook called Dress Pattern Designing by Natalie Bray. This is a digital textbook, so anyone who is interested in having one can hit me up on Instagram at Ivana's Draft. Send me a DM on Instagram and I will surely forward this textbook to you because this textbook is going to be very important if you want to learn more about pattern drafting. Okay, guys, what we are currently seeing on the screen is our Natalie Brace table. So please make sure you take a screenshot because this is a very important tool in pattern drafting. Now, the question is, how do we use this table? But don't worry, guys, I got you. This table is mainly for garment constructions like blouses, corsets, bustiers, and gowns. So yeah, as we can see, the table is divided into two parts. That's the measurement and the proportion. Now, the parts where we have the measurement, we have different subheadings like the bust, hip, waist length, back, chest, shoulder, and even top arm. And all these are easy to measure directly on our body. Now, if we take a good look, we'll notice that this table under measurements comes in rows and columns. Now, the columns include the subheading like the bust, hip, waist, etc., while the rows includes the numbers, different body size values, okay? Now we move to the other side of the table, which we have our proportion. And under proportion, there are columns and rows, in which the columns are of the point O, the back neck width, the depth of armhole, backup line, darts, etc. Then the rows are of different body size values. I hope you know values also known as number, okay? Now, on this table, we'll start by identifying the columns that are similar to our measurement or close to our measurement. Not everyone will be able to see their accurate measurement, while some will see their accurate measurement. Okay, now I guess I've dropped some important information about this table. Let's start by identifying the columns that are similar or close to the measurement I took on my model. Now, the secret is that the bust always determine the column we're going to use. So on my model's bust, we got 100, and a hip, we got 106. So we go to the table and locate where we have 100 on that bust. Okay. Now we've located that, I want to just give an important information now. Now, in case you don't see your accurate body measurement on this table, please use a measurement that is close to your actual body measurement. Let me give an example real quick, okay? Now, in the case where the bust is 98, if you look through the table, you won't see 98. Instead, the closest numbers you see are 96 and 100. Please, guys, in this case, the closest number to choose is the biggest number or the bigger number. So between 96 and 100, we go for 100. Please do not go for the lower measurement, okay? Now, choosing the bigger number means that everything on that column is what we'll be working with, okay? Now, for other measurements like the bust, the hip, waist length, I would advise you to take or use the values that your body measurements gave you. That's the value you got from using tape rule. Okay, while measuring your hip, waist, etc. I would always advise that you use the exact value that you get. There is no need to look for the nearest number on the table. Okay, if you're lucky, on the column you are going to use, you notice that the body values you got from using a tape rule to measure a particular part of your body can also give you the same value on the column you are using. Maybe if you are measuring your hip measurement on your body through using a tape rule and it gave you 106, you'll be lucky enough that on the column you are now going to be working with, you notice that the hip measurement, the hip value on the table is similar to what you got using a tape rule to measure round your body. Okay, so but in the case where you are using this column, okay, and your hip measurement using a tape rule gave you 104, it's okay. It's fine. We'll still go ahead and use the column we're meant to use. And if you notice, 104 is still very close to 106. So we still maintain that column we are using. So I would prefer that we use our body values we got from using a tape rule to measure specific areas in our body than using the exact values we see on the table. But in some cases whereby your clients isn't available or you are building a ready to wear brand, I think you can use these values for the hip, waist, back, chest, the ones you see on the column. Now, the column I'm going to be underlining is what we are going to work with based on our model's measurement. So, everything under this column is what concerns us. Nothing else, no other values or numbers is our business. Everything I underlined is what we're going to be working with, okay? So, that's everything you need to know about measurement. Now, we move on to the other side of the table, which is called proportion. Now, the column we got on the measurement determines the proportion we'll be using. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys. So, as we can see on the table, the red line drawn across the measurement side of the table towards the proportion side of the table. So, measurement determines the column we'll be using for our proportion. Okay. So, guys, I think what I've said so far are the basic things you need to know about using Natalie Bray's table. And constant practice will enable you know how to maneuver your way around this table with different measurements and different body sizes. I think that is that about this particular table. There are other tables like the sleeve table, which we'll use later on. But for now, that's all for today. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel to bring more videos coming your way. Bye, guys.